Hi, I'm Roxanne. During this quick set, you'll get an exclusive insight about LinkedIn from Lizanne, the learning lead at LinkedIn, as well as some handy top tips needed for bossing your LinkedIn profile. So what is LinkedIn? For those that have never heard of LinkedIn, let me break it down for you. You could describe LinkedIn as the corporate Twitter. Now, I know that sounds weird, but let me explain. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional social network on the internet. It's there to help you stay connected with others professionally, find jobs, and strengthen your brand. All things you can do on any social platform, but remember, it's only for professional use. LinkedIn isn't like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or Tinder. It's there to help you grow and stay connected with others professionally, so make sure you're using it right. So now you know what LinkedIn is and what it isn't, let's hear directly from Lizanne, the learning lead at LinkedIn, to provide some useful insights. How would you say LinkedIn can be used to optimize your personal brand and really improve your personal brand?
I guess really these days, the best way which you should see LinkedIn is as your business card, right? So that's an opportunity for you to actually present yourself, not only for, the job or the role that you're currently in, but actually the job that you want. So when you're talking about creating your personal brand, really think about where is it that you actually want to be and create a profile that's tailored to that. Some amazing features which I think everybody should be looking at when they're looking at creating their personal brand are, first of all, profile picture. This is something a lot of people tend to forget, but I think it's something so important because it helps you to associate a face with a name. And it's not just, like you go out and you have a drink and you're with all of your friends, and you take a picture like that, but you are allowed to be, smiley and yourself, and you should definitely show some personality. It doesn't have to be really maybe as bland or boring as people think it should be. And then the second thing I think is looking at what kind of experience have you got? And if that is not a job experience, do you have any volunteering experience? Are you participating in any extracurricular activities at school? Those are all some of the things that you can highlight on your profile before you start following companies and other people.
I guess for me, I would really want to know, what would one of your favorite features on LinkedIn be?
I guess for me, what it is having a content feed that's really relevant to who you are and the type of content that you want to consume. And, it is a social network at the end of the day, but it becomes a network depending on, what you make of it. So that means look at starting to follow companies that you're interested in, look at joining groups that have topics that you're interested in discussing, and then also connect with people, right? Like this is the whole premise of LinkedIn is creating a network and creating a dialogue with others. And I would say, like, one of the pitfalls a lot of people do is they might see, okay, I've seen this person. Is it Richard Branson? Is it I don't know who? I want to connect to them. And then they send a message, but they don't say why. And this would be sort of one thing I'd say, always give somebody a reason to connect with you, because you never know what might come on your path afterwards.
And lastly, you said you're in LinkedIn Learning. I know some people may not know what LinkedIn Learning is, so it'd be really great if you could kind of give us an overview into what LinkedIn Learning is.
So LinkedIn Learning is an online learning platform, and the whole premise is that you're able to learn, it's essentially almost any topic you can think of. So at the moment, it has around 16,000 online courses. They're all taught by experts in their fields, and those topics range across business, creative, and technology. There's also a lot of soft skills in there. And when we're talking soft skills, we're also talking about, how do you prep for your first role? How do you interact with the team? And those are some of the skills that you can learn on there too.
Well, thank you so much, Lizanne. It's been so great talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing those useful insights. Some great tips there. Now let's get into some of my handy top tips to help you boss your LinkedIn profile. First things first, choose a picture. Now, don't be so quick to choose your sauciest looking picture. Remember, this is the picture employers will first see when they click onto your profile, so you want to make sure it's appropriate. However, don't overthink it. You are who you are, so always go for a picture you wouldn't mind your line manager or your friend seeing, if that helps. Now you have a great profile picture, it's time to detail your feed. Your LinkedIn page needs to be up to date and as accurate as possible. Make sure you're including all the information you would like people to see and know about you. Are your education details correct? Is your work history up to date? Have you listed all the skills you want to showcase on your profile? Do you have any particular interests in specific companies? Make sure your feed has all the information it needs on it. This gives employers the greatest snapshot into who you are and ultimately helps to act as a virtual CV. Now you've updated and filled in your feed, it's time to get connecting. Remember earlier I said that LinkedIn was a professional social network? Well, it's time to get social. People post tons of interesting insights on LinkedIn daily, from employment news, topical issues happening around the world, right down to roles and job updates. You're able to connect with any post you see at your fingertips. Think of it like Instagram. If you see a nice picture, you'll like it, right? It's the same with LinkedIn. Make sure you're engaging with things you like, commenting under posts that really resonate with you, as ultimately this is all helping to shape and build your professional brand. Lastly, don't forget to connect with people. Connecting with people you know professionally. Network, network, network. On LinkedIn, it's super easy to search for the name of someone and their profile will appear. You're then able to see their whole feed, things they've engaged with, and most importantly, connect and message them. This can be super useful when applying for roles or just wanting to improve your visibility for future employers. Having a professional, separate brand is super important and super useful, and hopefully you've taken away the importance of networking too. There you have it. You now have some handy top tips to take away to help you boss your LinkedIn profile.